Alright guys, welcome back to Alliance Wars Season 22, War number 7. We got some nice solid gameplay in this one. We got Doom, we got Nick Fury, and we got a Captain Marvel movie. So Arcus used to give us problems here on this Hazard Shift node, but not anymore. We bring in Captain Marvel movie. Just have to be careful for the tenacity on that first parry. The incinerates are going to bring us up to binary right away, and we just wreck him here. So this is great. You know, glad that I had Captain Marvel movie ready to go for these ones. Now, if I get these troublesome fights on that first part of Path 9, we bring her in, take it, and she just cleans house. So even with this Iceman, it doesn't matter that cold snap at the beginning. We're almost at binary at the start. There we go. Shrug it off. Go in, like invulnerable, and just go to work on him. Again, nice evades there. Don't get clipped, and finish him off with the special 2, and he's down. Alright, next we go to phase 2. We've got a Quake on window of opportunity stun with one eye open. We're going to bring in Nick Fury. Just have to be careful not to parry. And even though she's going to be getting some aftershocks on me by like right there, like by throwing her heavy and stuff, but it's okay. Nick Fury, we can take a little bit of damage there, so even if we take a little bit of aftershocks, it's fine. We got the second life if we need to. And his bleeds are just kicking the crap out of her, and she's not a stubborn defender, so it doesn't really matter. And she's done easy. Now here's my first little problem. I don't know what it is about. Got another window of opportunity set, Guillotine 2099. My problem is there's something about Captain Marvel movie on these window of opportunity stun nodes where I either am blocking or I'm evading, and it's just not registering. I don't know if it's her animation style that it's a little bit different, but right there you see I got clipped at the beginning, but then I go in to try and bait her heavy again, and it registers a parry instead of a block, and it's really just driving me crazy. So I don't know what it is about Captain Marvel movie, maybe just her animations sometimes, especially on these ones where I can't parry. I just got to be extra careful in the future, because these ones it's very annoying. So Nick Fury goes in. I know I've got my second life to play with if I need to, but here you can see I had no problem. There I just kind of go in and only get one hit to trigger her Digicloak, and then go in afterwards. The other thing is that here, the only problem with Nick Fury is you have to be a little careful, because if she gets a bleed on her, she's got empowered immunity, she's going to be getting extra power, but I'm going to take advantage of that, and instead of baiting a lot of special 1s, I'd rather bait a bunch of her special 2s. So the special 1s drain a lot of power. I'd rather bait special 2s all day. So this one was more of a slow play, but it works out just fine. So hit into the block, bait some special 2s, go back in. I'm just being extra careful here not to get her Digicloak active so she doesn't go invisible. When her stun timer goes off, there I can go in, get some hits in, get a couple parries. There's no one eye open on this one, so damage is not reflected back onto me on this one. Again, wasn't really too focused on like doing a ton of damage too fast. I can take my time on this one. It's a little bit of a longer fight, but it's just a matter of making sure that we can get this one down without any dying. There we took an accidental special 1 to the face, but we're still staying above the life model decoy, which I really did not want to go into the life model decoy, especially because I had a thing fight coming up on stunning reflection, and I'd rather be able to heal up and not immediately lose all my healing in the second phase. So this was great to still finish this fight shortly with the life model decoy active, and that was key, because it made the next fight that much better. Again, playing it safe there. Finish it off. Nicely done. Next, teammate threw Magneto, the House of X, the white one, put his pre-fight on, so an extra 15% attack. And now the beauty here is it's Stunning Reflection. I'm not going to gain any power, but Nick Fury, his bleeds are going to keep the rock stacks in under control. And here, as opposed to my stealth suit Spider-Man in the previous war, where I couldn't back off in time, here I'm able to back off and bait his special one here without a problem of triggering the stubborn. Okay, and then here I'm just going to try and basically play around him as much as I can at the beginning, and at a certain point I'm going to screw up, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'll play until I screw up, then I'll go into the life model decoy phase, and or the real Nick Fury phase, and then I'll be stun immune, so I can actually place my destructible charges on him, even though I can't now. But once I lose my initial, I lose the life model decoy and the real Nick Fury comes out, I can actually parry him freely. I won't get the parry, he'll still be stun immune, but I'll be able to get the destructible charges on me, so I won't even have to think about, the evades as much. But here, I was doing a great job of here, again, special ones, heavies, not triggering the, there, I trigger one. But again, there's another heavy without triggering stubborn. And so it's frustrating to me sometimes because certain champions, I guess it's just the way the animations work or how you're used to doing it. But there, I finally, I did parry by accident. I take a special 2, but I heal right back up. And now I'm doing a ton more damage. I'm going to battle my way out of the corner. And now I don't have to worry. You can see I start putting some destructible charges on him. So I don't even have to worry now about whether or not my evade is working or not, because it doesn't matter. He's not going to gain stubborn charges on me as long as I can parry him. So incredible usage out of Nick Fury here. Still keeping an eye on his charges, but again with the bleeds, we're trying to keep them in check as well. Just always have to be careful when you're playing with low health here. There he did get a stubborn charge, so there we can get another parry off, and it's fine. Push him to 15 rock stacks. Again, just be careful. He's got the stubborn. You can throw that parry on there, bait it into a heavy. Now he's got at least that one destructible charge on him, but again, doesn't even disappear. So different champs work differently, but in terms of how I evade with them. So even if I'm doing the same motions, the animation styles and their hitboxes, I guess, are slightly different of whether or not they trigger, because there's one that triggers. But for the most part, using Nick Fury worked out extremely well. I was very happy with this solo here. Next, we had a Killmonger. We heal back up Captain Marvel. We boost up, and then we go ahead and jump in. He's got Brute Force and Spry and Limber, it was working really well. We almost had the solo on this one. This was close. So I can parry. I'm not really too worried about the reverb. I'm going to just try and get to my binary and drop off a couple special 2s. You can see I'm getting the passive parries because of the Magneto House of X boost again. And there, because he's a stubborn defender, I'm taking the end of his specials on the block. Here we go in. Again, build up to another special 2. And we drop off a couple special 2s in a row. And this was actually working out fantastic. Right until the end where, see here, I'm able to take the end of his special 2 on the block. And I think at one point I just, I go for a chain of a combo into a special 1, but it was after the binary had expired, and my timing was a little slow, and it wasn't the unblockable special anymore, and he blocked my special. So you see here, I'll go for a combo right into a special, but I'm slow. It goes right into his block, and then he counters me, and I'm toast. So I'm just going to bleed out here. So that was a little frustrating. Go in with Doom and finish the fight here. Yeah, so Doom just takes care of the rest of this one, no problem. Alright, last we got the pre-fight again put on for this Dr. Doom boss. We put as the Magneto House of X plus the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. We throw on a regen boost anyway. We bring in Void, and we're just going to handle this Dr. Doom as nicely as we can. Again, we don't get lucky right away. You start away, well, we get lucky, not lucky, but we get a Petrify right off the bat with Mr. Fantastic. So we don't have to worry about his special 1 right away. I'm not great at, again, I'm not going to try and intercept his heavy with mine to reapply that Petrify, but I'll take the bonus damage right off the bat from the Mr. Fantastic synergies. And then what we want to do here is, unfortunately, we didn't get lucky getting the Petrifies on the first couple debuffs. So he's still getting his aura after his special 1. So we got to be a little careful here. We don't want to throw specials into him while he's got the aura active, so that he doesn't resist them. So here we're just gonna, again, we're gonna play around until we get the Petrify on him, and then we can go in after the special 1s and put in a bunch of damage. We just got to be careful here, especially with his, I don't want to throw my special 2 while he's got the aura up and then risk him giving me a Doom slap to the face. So we're just going to play it slow. We don't have to worry about it. As we put the debuffs on, he's also getting those power stings from the Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Octopus synergy. So here he does get a shock on me, so I just want to back off, wait, to make sure he doesn't have the indestructible on from Stubborn, and then drop a special 3, and then get back into the fight again. And at least my special 1 evades were on point, and again, it's just a matter of keeping track of the like destructible charges. So here I can throw a couple parries on, get those destructible charges up, and then at the same time here I'm stuck again. I'm not getting the Petrified debuff, so he's still getting his aura. So there I got the shock again. So that's kind of the only thing that was kind of unlucky about this one, but we don't take a single hit in this fight. Everything works out perfectly. So my special 1 evades were right on there. Now he's got the Petrify, so I can start throwing those specials as I want to. Just got to make sure that when it goes to here, it goes to Fear of the Void. I just got to be careful that the next, you know, look out for the Petrify here, because there you can see he was getting his aura. But if I have enough distance, even though he did resist that one, you know, he can't Doom slap me in the face from that far away. So you just got to be careful that I'm not like right up in his face when I'm throwing a special 1, if he happens to still have the aura up. And I just saw that we did win this one, so after like a couple losses, we've strung together 5 straight wins in a row. So that's pretty awesome. We'll see if we can climb our way up the leaderboard as best we can. And you know, the best way to say it is that this one was an absolute perfect victory. In other words, because we didn't take a single hit, it is a